All right, we're back with the Trenny round here. He's going to tell you which one of these pumpkin beers is the best in the world,
Pumped.
and I think let's just get right into it. Why don't you just pick
I'm
one?
gonna start from left to right here.
Sure. I'm going to turn these in a little bit so that you can't accidentally see one of these colors.
Okay, so we got the blue dot right now.
Tasting the blue dot.
Well, there's definitely some pumpkininess in there
Okay.
on the smell, but I think it has that base ale flavor to it in the nose.
Okay.
But let's try it. Excuse me.
Got that?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah, there's definitely like cloves and cinnamon, and it's pretty rich in the spice department compared
Okay.
to like the puree department.
Okay. It's heavy on the spice end.
Mm-hmm. But still, you can taste that there's a decent beer under there. It's like a darker style beer.
It's a nice beer.
Nice beer. Okay.
Heavy spice.
Moving on to the red.
Red dot. Get your nose right in there.
This one's just nice and stouty. Nice and almost like something you'd want to drink by a warm fire in like a cobblestone pub.
Speaking of that, get comfortable yourselves. Make sure you've poured a nice seasonal ale, maybe a pumpkin beer.
Okay, this definitely has a slight hint of the pumpkin spice in there,
Okay.
but it's not overwhelming by any means.
Is that a good thing to you? Do you prefer a mild pumpkin or a heavy pumpkin?
I think I prefer a mild pumpkin,
Okay.
but I also prefer a lighter style beer generally.
Okay.
So this is
Yeah, you're not the biggest stout fan.
no, and which is funny because like one of my favorite beers ever is Guinness.
Yeah.
And that's
that's
as dark as it gets.
That's the exception to the rule for you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. There is this thing there that I don't think I'm a huge fan of. A little bit of a sweetness on the aftertaste. I'm gonna go back to the first one. I'm putting it there.
An
Okay.
early move.
I'm going on to the green dot.
Green dot, everyone. Let's have a look
Whoa,
here.
there's some definite pumpkin cinnamon swirl kind of things going on there.
Cinnamon swirl. Indeed.
Is that like a shot?
I think it. Lemon drops.
And cinnamon swirls. Yeah.
Yeah, lemon drops and cinnamon swirls. Those are some good.
Woo! 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 There's some definite, like it's sweeter. It's pumpkinier, cinnamon, nutmeg.
That
It's
sounds
basically
fantastic.
it tastes like
Pumpkin
a
ale.
pumpkin beer should be probably, yeah. Okay.
So you did hold on.
Yeah.
You did kind of place these originally. Are you placing this ahead of them, or have you not really considered?
I haven't
it?
completely decided. We're gonna do one more round through all of them.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna do kind of a quick first impressions round
Yeah,
here.
great. Yellow dot, I believe.
Yellow dot
Okay.
is like there's almost no smell of pumpkinness to it,
Oh,
but
the most delicate of sips he's taken.
yes, and it's a delicate flavor of pumpkin on there. Quite a bit of effervescence,
Bit of a sizzle.
bit of a sizzle. Okay, I'm gonna go one more pass through.
Yeah.
I
Right now,
probably
these. Yeah, you should have some water or something. Have some water here. Now, these are not currently ranked then.
No, not really.
Okay, so we really haven't learned anything from the first
No.
round.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, okay, this is the one I put
At the bottom.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, not terrible, really.
Not terrible. That's excellent news. That's what
Okay.
you want to hear in a review of your product. Not terrible.
Yeah, this one's I like better.
It's less not terrible.
Okay. This one goes out of that.
Okay.
Big time.
For what reason? Tell us a little more.
This one is just too. I mean, I know it's supposed to be a pumpkin beer, and I
Yeah.
know it's going to be cinnamony and all those sorts of things, but I don't think I could drink a lot of that one.
You don't want to get blasted with it.
I couldn't drink a full beer.
You're feeling like your pumpkin should be a subtle hint of it.
Yeah.
And let's move on.
Yeah, it's like when you're doing whiskey reviews and it's like, oh, it tastes like cherries. It doesn't like actually taste like a full cherry in
Right.
your mouth. It's
The
just like
hint
it
of
has
it.
the hint and it's the essence.
Where you're saying
I
this
like
is,
the essence. This is almost like a full-
smashing a pumpkin over
It's a
your head.
smashing. It's smashing pumpkins.
Okay.
Okay.
If you could call it the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
How come nobody's called a pumpkin beer the Smashing Pumpkins yet?
I don't mind that either. Okay, it's between these two in my first place.
And what are these two colors, please?
This one's yellow.
Okay.
It has that sizzle, which is maybe an off-putting thing for me.
You said it's between these two for the top one, and then told us what was off-putting about
I'm
it.
gonna go. That's my order.
And what? Hold on.
This way. to
Tell
this
us
way.
about blue, because
So blue. I think the reason I like blue.
Yeah.
Is because it tastes like an ale. It tastes like a beer. It tastes like something that you wouldn't want to drink all year round necessarily.
Okay.
But when they would bring it out, it'd be like, oh yeah, this is like the beer that I'm normally drinking, but they've added essences, little touches of different flavors, or they've tweaked it just enough to make it unique within itself. That's why I like it.
Like just a hint.
Just a hint, not
That's
enough.
what you want.
That's what I want. I don't like. It's like those winter ales, you know, that they come out with.
Yeah.
It's like that first sip is so good, and then after maybe a full
So-
bottle, you're like, I just can't drink it anymore.
So let's see your results. Are you
Okay.
curious? Do you
I'm
have any
curious.
predictions?
I do have predictions.
Can you tell us which one you think is going to be your worst? Without looking at the bottles.
Okay, I think
You picked red. What do you think that is?
I think it's going to be this guy right here.
And you are correct. You have chosen Lost Souls.
Yeah.
It is called the Lost Souls Pumpkin Porter. Chocolate pumpkin porter, actually.
Oh, it is a chocolate. Okay.
It really is a little small writing there. Chocolate pumpkin porter, 6.5%.
Well, you were bang on your chocolate remarks.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Okay.
And then I'm guessing this one is going to be where it's standing right now, the Snickerdoodle.
Tis.
Yeah.
Tis Snickerdoodle. And why do you say that?
Just because Snickerdoodles as like a cookie
Yeah.
is very much
Very
that flavor.
cinnamony
If
and-
that's the flavor you're going for, then
Cinnamon and sugar.
they nailed this one. So it's,
Cinnamon.
people
Well,
like this was your favorite.
that was my number one.
Yeah,
and
this
you
was your
picked
number
it.
one. So
and this was my number two.
Yeah. So I think like for people who have C's kind of palate, you will definitely like this one.
And the
it's
funny
not
thing is,
poorly made.
no, and I don't normally like sweet beers, but this is a sweet beer.
Yeah.
But I like the way they did it.
And Red Racer just makes good beer.
Okay, and the yellow dot, which
I-
you picked second.
Yes, and I'm predicting it's right. I'm predicting this is how it's in order.
You are correct. This is the Steamworks Pumpkin Ale.
Yep.
And number one, my least favorite
Yeah.
beer, the Russell's Harvest Pumpkin Ale. And that is really, I think maybe that's the message here, is that everybody's different.
Yeah. Enlighten us.
So what is the best pumpkin beer in the world? Well, it's whatever the hell you think it is.
It's one of these four. That's
It's definitely one of these four. I mean, we've narrowed it down to that.
Yeah. But I think we are kind of both correct, because people who like their ale and it to taste like a beer that they're kind of used to,
Sure.
they're not going to venture too far
Sure,
off,
sure.
or want a hint,
Yeah.
are probably going to really love this one.
Yeah.
And people want like that definite,
That snickerdoodle.
like literally eating pumpkin pie and
Yeah.
snickerdoodles and whatever. This is where it's
It's
you know,
like they've
it's gonna be.
pureed a pumpkin pie down to its like thinnest form.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
filtered it
yeah,
through
exactly,
it, and then just got the drippings.
and put a little bit of alcohol in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some bubbles.
Yeah.
Well, hey, this was fun for us.
Hey,
I don't
this
know
is
if
a
you
great.
liked
This
it.
is a great Halloween episode, I'd say. I liked it.
It's at least in our top two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did one last year, I guess.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
Anyway,
well, so thanks for joining us. We are Trenny and C, and
Check out trennyandc.com
yeah,
and just
absolutely.
go from there.
Go from there.
Figure it out.
It's a whole world of just
Yeah.
wacky
It's just wacky.
or whatever.
Hey,
boozy.
You got to drink this beer now.
All right, here we
Okay.
go. I'm gonna go with my fave, and you go with your fave.
Happy Halloween.
and C, drinking whiskey, describing all the flavors for you and me. Irish, Scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why. Subscribe on YouTube.